Towards the end of the COVID-19 pandemic, the world of technology brought us many interesting things like TikTok, Zoom meetings, and AI. What a coincidence, no? What a coincidence that right when the world was shutting down, AI was booting up. But no coincidence. There's actually no correlation to it at all from my understanding, and what I'm just trying to do here is pinpoint an exact moment when all this craziness started, and at the end of the pandemic seems about right. So anyways, when this thing started, it had very simple uses. It was used to answer questions, help refine algorithms, and provide writing models that I assume would help out writers during their writing or to get out of those pesky writing blocks. Like all technology before, it was further developed, and where it was once used to help provide models for writing, it began to write entire comprehensible texts from start to finish in an almost human-like fashion. Now, AI is used to do much more than that, and it's even gone as far as venturing into the realm of art. Programs were fed tons of information through the art of different artists, and these programs were able to produce comprehensible images, often misinterpreted as art and even being incorrectly labeled AI art. I remember no one making a big fuss about it when the random user would post an AI image on Twitter and say, "Hey, look what I made." Using this software program, I was able to enter in some prompts and make this image, this art. Okay. No one was impressed at first when things started changing, when the random user would then say that they had the talent to using the correct words and the correct prompts to make images that no one else could. Since this random user had this ability of writing prompts, he deemed himself worthy of the title of artist. The random user now started calling himself an artist and started incorrectly labeling these images as art. Whoa, wait, back up. What do you mean you're making art? And what the heck do you mean you're an artist? Whoa, now you have my attention. After these initial claims, things would get even more deranged as the random user became 2, 10, 20, and they started using these images as art. They used the images as covers and pinups, and even went as far as using these images to enter art contests with real life artists. The nerve, the audacity. Well, it happened, and over time it became accepted. Now, not accepted like, hey, that's a cool thing you got there, let's embrace it and include it here with the rest of the cool things we have. No, it was more like an acceptance like, oh, okay, we see that this thing is happening over here and we acknowledge its existence. In my opinion, this attitude of let it be, let it exist, is what led this AI thing to thrive. It's what led it to thrive. I believe had we nipped it in the bud from the get-go, from the very beginning, it may not have gotten to where it is today. I could be wrong though. I could be conspiring things that aren't true. And well, we can save that discussion for another day. But anyways, AI is here. And with its acceptance came this situation that we're all in now, where we have no choice but to voice our opinions on whether or not to embrace AI and call it our own. That's what this video is about. Now, I'm not obligated to talk about this, but personally speaking, I want to. It's been propagated so much around the interwebs where it's now the elephant in the room, and it'd be awkward not to talk about it. So, here I go. For the foreseeable future, I will not use nor support the use of AI images. Anyone using it and pawning it off as art will not have my support. I will not support its use. And that's pretty much where I draw my line, really. I mean, my involvement or lack thereof is with the support for it. I won't support it, and that's about it. Now, if you decide to use it, cool, go for it. I don't mind at all, and nor will I. You're free to do whatever you like, and I wish you well on your artificial endeavors, but I won't support it. But also, I will not go as far as to try to attack or to destroy your business. No, not at all. My line is just that I won't support it. I've heard many arguing points for it, and some people seem to agree that AI is just a new tool. A new way of doing things that won't ever replace a human, an artist. They liken it to using digital tools today in the modern art scene, Or they use the example of things like paper when it was used for the first time, or the first time someone used a brush. Like, hey, these are new inventions, new tools that make the art process go by smoother, better, faster. Someone from back in that time period before the invention of the brush could have hated the brush, for the same reason that some artists today hate AI. And it's a good point. Without going that far back, I can point out the Tech Pen, the fine liners that I use today in my art, and how a fine liner is much less messier and faster than using nibs and brushes. Some hardcore old school inker could possibly look at me and say, hey, you're cheating. A true artist should be able to use brushes and nibs. What a rookie. And that's true. From the technical, tool-oriented standpoint, the argument makes sense, and AI could just be another tool. So why should I be afraid of a tool? Well, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be, especially if that's the end game, or actually, if that were the end game with the inclusion of AI. In my opinion, it's not. I believe it's not. My conspiracy theory self thinks of something else when I see AI and its uses. I see robots taking over. I see people using their intellect to bring about these machines that will replace us in many aspects of life. It's a big dark hole that I could go into to try to explain myself, but I'll save that for another video. I don't like its use because I believe that the machine will never outdo a human. No matter how close they may get to imitating what we do, machines will never be able to do things exactly as we do. It may not be the point that these AI programmers are trying to make with its inception and its use, but I believe there's an underlying issue there that ties this AI thing with mankind's obsession of making robots just like humans, and that's something I don't support. No matter where we stand on it though, AI is here to stay. And that's why I say for the foreseeable future, I won't support it. I don't know what AI has in store for us in the future, and we won't possibly know until many, many, many years later in the future. So it could be positive. Who knows? If it is, I have no problem saying it's a good thing, and I will then support it. After all, I used to think working with digital art was cheating, but I've since changed my opinion on that, so it's possible the same could happen with AI. It's an interesting topic, an interesting debate, and we can go at it for a long time and bring up a lot of great talking points, but here's where I'll stay for the moment. So, what do you think? Sound off in the comments below, and if you're an artist or a writer who uses AI, I would love to hear your arguments for it. Let me know. So that's it. Thank you for checking out the video. My name is Elliot Rodriguez, and I'm a comic book artist currently working on my own comic. It's called Ominous, and the writing part for the first book is done. I'll start drawing the pages very soon, and while I'm working on that, I do have a short 10-page preview that I'll hopefully be launching later this year. I hope that with the art you see on the screen and on the channel, you'll be one of the backers that will help make my comic a reality. So if you like the video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I put out videos every week on Thursdays at noon, or possibly Fridays because I sometimes forget, and I apologize for that. So thank you once again, and I'll leave you with the official trailer for Ominous Avenging Death, which will hopefully launch later this year. Enjoy.